Time now for a look at the latest business news, and for that we're joined in studio by Stephen Carroll. And Stephen, we're going to start with that news that the man who co-founded Microsoft with Bill Gates has passed away.
That's right. Paul Allen went from starting the technology giant to become a billionaire philanthropist who invested in areas like sport, the arts and even space travel. He died of cancer at the age of 65. Now, Bill Gates, with whom he co-founded Microsoft, said he was heartbroken about losing one of his oldest and dearest friends, without whom, he said, personal computing would not have existed. Allen resigned from Microsoft in 1983 when he also faced a bout of cancer. Forbes estimated his wealth at more than $20 billion. Catherine Viette has more.
He helped usher in the era of personal computing, along with high school friend Bill Gates. The company Paul Allen and Gates would go on to found, software giant Microsoft, back in 1975. But a cancer diagnosis and a disagreement with Gates led to Allen's departure from the company in 1983. 3 years later, Allen founded investment firm Vulcan to manage his various interests.
Paul had a tremendously huge vision on how to improve the world. And a big part of our forward plans are to help realize that vision and to continue what he wanted to get done.
In a statement, Gates said he was heartbroken about losing one of his oldest and dearest friends.
He deserved much more time, but his contributions to the world of technology and philanthropy will live on for generations to come. I will miss him tremendously.
Microsoft's current CEO, Satya Nadella, has also paid tribute to Allen, saying he helped change the world. Allen's stake in Microsoft made him a billionaire. Forbes estimated his wealth at more than $20 billion. He used his vast fortune for many philanthropic causes, including science, education, and wildlife conservation. Allen was also an avid sports fan, owning both the Portland Trail Blazers basketball team and the NFL Seattle Seahawks, and could often be found cheering his teams on to victory.
The Italian government has approved its controversial budget for next year, just hours before an EU deadline to submit it expired on Monday night. The spending plans will see the country's budget deficit rise significantly and is likely to cause tensions with Brussels, as Italy is one of the most indebted countries in the Eurozone. Now, the budget includes many measures promised by the populist coalition, including lowering the retirement age, which rolls back a reform from 2011, introducing a basic income of a maximum of €780 per month for people who are unemployed and pensioners, and that will cost €10 billion a year, which will help to push the deficit up to 2.4% of GDP. Now, that's still within the EU's limit of 3%, but is much higher than a previous target, which was just 0.8%. Well, let's see how that's going down on the markets next. Italian shares opening up slightly after that budget deadline was met. The FTSE MIB just up over 0.1% in trading. Pretty flat start across the board to the European markets. Paris dipping into the red, but London and Frankfurt pretty flat as well. Over in Asia, we had a mixed picture too on the Asian markets. They're really still holding on to a lot of the losses from last week. The Shanghai Composite down over 1%, but the Nikkei in Tokyo finishing the day up over 1%. On the currency markets, euro's trading for $1 and almost 16 cents and just under 88 pence sterling. Of course, sterling is where we're most likely to see a reaction to any news concerning Brexit ahead of that key EU summit this week. And finally, for me, an app designed to help supporters of President Trump find love has hit a snag on its first day of operation. Donald Daters is a dating app that's already received rave reviews from Fox News, among others. But the website TechCrunch is reporting that a security researcher found a flaw in the app, which allows users' data to be downloaded, including their private messages. Now, the loophole has since been closed. The app's website says that keeping users' personal information private is one of their priorities. Perhaps, though, some people are having second thoughts about using the app after that news.
OK, we'll leave it at that. Stephen Carroll, thanks a lot for that business update. Time now for us to